All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Off the Bench. I'm in the studio today with 2022 Agency Hall of Fame first time Michael Pfeil.
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. Well, since we're still in the beginning of the year, we might as well talk about things that we are going to do in 2023. And so last year in 2022, God, that felt weird saying that. Your agency was a Hall of Fame agency, which meant that your business did over $10 million in volume.
We helped 10,000 families.
Yeah. So, here at Family First Life, that's classified as a Hall of Fame agency. Anybody who helps that many families between everybody collectively. And so kind of going into 2023, I mean, it's kind of like, all right, did it, high five, woo, all right, let's move on.
That's exactly
right?
where it was, too. I thought it'd be so much more of a big deal, but we hit it. We had the balloons, and then next day we popped the balloons, and we just keep moving.
Yeah. And so for 2023, I mean, my God, we've kind of set like a good foundation in 2022 of like what we can kind of springboard off of for 2023. I don't know. I feel like 2022 was like a learning year.
It was as strange as it is because you guys had been in the business at that point, 11 years?
Yeah.
I was in for 8. And for some reason, that entire year just seemed like an entire learning experience. But like you said, feels like we laid the foundation that's necessary for us to grow in the future. And that's exactly what it felt like, a learning year.
Yeah. And so I feel like over the past, I'm just going to even say 60 days, maybe 45, I feel like the board is really like, I mean, we're set up right now between like, you know, teaching people how to do telesales to, you know, in-home process, which we've had for years, to, you know, making sure that if somebody comes in here brand new today, like they can start making money and helping families like this week. Mm-hmm. Streamline, cookie cutter, all of our recruiting campaigns, like everything seems to be like hitting on all the same cylinders. Would you agree?
I agree. And you can feel the momentum and the energy with all of the agencies within FFL National. Everyone is working together and everything has come together. So it feels different than I think it's ever felt before. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about you, but like my phone has been my phone is nonstop going off like all day long. Well, I mean, whether it's new people or, you know, people who've been here, like I need to get involved, or like even with like our recruiting campaigns, like my phone's just ringing. I'm like, today I had 3 callbacks of people who are like, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get moving in the business. How do I get started? I love your model. Da, da, da. Like, I'm like, it's just like, and I love it.
It has. The phone, it will start at 7:00 in the morning. There was a podcast on that I saw the other day. I forgot who it was. But they said when you're growing this thing, you're on the phone all the time. It doesn't happen by itself. And it is true. Like my phone will start at 7 a.m. and it's usually not finished till 11:30 at night every day on the weekends nonstop. So that's, I think, a great gauge to tell that we are moving when those phone calls start coming in. You can't be mad about it because it means that we're making something happen.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I think I heard the same podcast says this is a contact business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a contact sport. It's a contact business. Mm-hmm. And it really is, because that's what we do all day long, helping, talking to people, growing agencies, growing people, helping people get better at, you know, helping other people, you know, helping other families. It's a nonstop thing. So kind of let's talk about a couple things that you think that are going to be pivotal for 2023. So we can, in my mind, I think we can double this thing twice. Mm-hmm. We can double and then double that again.
I believe that.
And so what are some things that maybe you're thinking like, all right, this is exactly how we're going to do that?
I think one of the biggest things is the leaders actually getting out there and truly leading from the front and taking a hold of this telesales thing. And with some of the things that, say, Josh Crisp has put in place and he's been testing, and then watching some of the other people, you know, starting to kind of dip their toe into doing telesales. But I think the next step, and I know for me personally, starting next week, I'm going to go all in. I actually have set a goal for myself where I want to be able to hit Hall of Fame in 2023. And I believe that I can do that. So personally.
So it's 400 families.
That's correct. And so even today, I just interviewed a new admin because I know that in order for me to do that, I need to pass off all the busy stuff that keeps me busy all day. That stuff isn't making us money. The thing for me that's going to help me grow and make money is if I'm out there doing it, because I can then hire other people and show them how to do it. So I'm prepared to go all in, and I've been talking to other leaders in the group, and they're prepared to do the same. And I think the more people that we can get to start helping, 50, 60, 70, 80 families a month, it will make recruiting so much easier. People want to be a part of something where people are just winning. And that is a winning combination when the leaders are out there producing at the highest level.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it too, like some of the people that even you've done like mentor calls with here recently, right? Because we're starting a new year, everybody wants to like get their goals straight and everything else. Like one of the common themes I feel like that you came across where it was, I just didn't feel like, I felt like I was distant. I felt like I wasn't part of something. So let's talk a little bit about that, because you can't do this business by yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard. It gets very, very lonely. Your mindset is if your mindset isn't on point almost 24/7, you're going to probably struggle.
You are.
Yeah. And so there's things that you can do. It's almost like, it's like forcing yourself to be profitable, right? Like you almost have to put things in place that forces you to do the things that you didn't really want to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like getting around the people who are doing the deal. Like these live dials are, I mean, huge. I mean, I made a decision at the beginning of the year too, that I was going to be on live dials with people, coaching, helping, mentoring live. If I'm sitting at my desk, I can have the camera on.
That alone has made a big difference. You can feel the excitement. People are talking about you being on there. So that's exciting. We keep doing all these little things that you wouldn't think matter, but they all matter.
Yeah.
And to more about what you said about people not being plugged in, it's crazy, and we still have it. We had more of it. We had teams, but they kind of felt like they wanted to do their own thing. I started reaching out to agents and just talking to more people, sending out messages saying, hey, can I hear what's going on? And I was hearing the same thing over and over and over again. I felt like I was on an island. I felt like I wasn't part of something. And to immediately fix that, I plug them into our Discord group, put them into our Facebook group, dump them into the WhatsApp group. We have so many groups and so much communication. I don't think anyone should feel alone. But that right there killed a lot of people. They felt like they were out of touch, out of reach, had no one to talk to. So, if they reach out and try to talk to the person that hired and they weren't there, they thought that was it. But when you show people that they're a part of something larger than just that one person, it honestly changes everything, because the excitement that we have is so contagious and infectious. It starts, flowing into those new people, and they can start to feel it, and it helps them grow. It pulls them out of those dark spots that we get into when we're in this business.
Yeah, and we all have been through it, right? I mean, I can't think of a year that there, maybe in the beginning years, I should say, like the first, we'll say 5. Because obviously our first 5 years are a little different than probably anybody who gets started here in their first 5 years, right? Because we were at another company, and then that company had bad comp, and and then we had to start. Then we started Family First Life, and we didn't have what we have today. So our first 5 were different than most people who come here is going to be the first 5. But in those first 5 years, there wasn't probably ever a quarter of the year that I didn't have those same thoughts that somebody brand new has.
Yeah.
We all have them. I mean, it's inevitable, because every day isn't perfect, and every day isn't going to be butterflies and rainbows. And so there's going to be tough times. And when you have those tough times, things like your sphere of influence is going to either pull you up or drag you down, and you can make the choice of which one it's going to be. So being around these little groups and in Discord and being on, I mean, I'm like making people do positive affirmations on the live dials, because it's so important.
It is.
Like, and I'm making them get up and stretch after 2 hours. Like, I'm seeing people slouching, like, let's go. We got to stretch. Let's get some energy going. You need to get yourself a cup of coffee. I don't know what it is, but I need to see more out of you.
That's it.
Because this is what it takes. Mm-hmm. And until you can do it on your own without somebody mentioning or saying it to you, you sometimes just need that little pat on the back.
I think I don't know if you ever don't need it, because even me and everything that I've been through, if today I had to go to an office by myself and be alone and start over from scratch, I don't think I could. It's hard. I mean, if I absolutely had to do it, it would be difficult. But even I need to be plugged in with people. And that's why I live 10 minutes from this office, but I'm in the office every day. Same. Right? If I could work from home, then I would work. I can't. I need to be around other people, because you're not always 100% on. Even if you're not in a bad spot, just coming in and being around people that are positive kind of lift you up and take you up a couple notches. So why kind of just be even keel when you can be up even higher and just be excited about what's going on? I sent out a text earlier today and said, I've never been more excited. I feel like I have a whole new, I don't know what I do know what it is. It's all the things that we're doing and putting together that makes us feel different and really feels like we can make a big dent into what we want to accomplish this year.
Yeah. Well,
double twice.
I'm super excited. Listen, guys, get with somebody. Get with us. Get with Frank. Get with Josh. Get with one of the leaders and figure out how 2023 you can help double twice. Double your own production. Double your team. Whatever it is, but. Get with somebody, get around the fire. Really, sure. I've been saying that for years. It hasn't changed.
It still works.
And it's because it is contagious and it will set you on fire too.
That's it.
You allow it. So thanks for joining us on Off the Bench. And until next time, we'll see you then.
Have a great one, everyone.